Okay, here's a view of the outside of our house. We've decided to go with a traditional look this year with candles in the windows and spotlights illuminating the brick wall. We have lights around our front door illuminating the bright red door with handmade wreaths on both sides of the door and on the front door. We spray painted our Halloween pumpkin silver to look like ornaments and hung a Santa flag from our flagpole. Traditional, yet very festive. All right, we're going to start the house tour by entering through the front door as if you were a visitor in my home, which to me is the most important. So here is the view that our guests see as they enter our home of our beautiful live Christmas tree right in front of you. Beautifully lit with white lights and bubblers. Bubblers remind me of my grandmother's house, more of a nostalgic Christmas accessory. It's very hard to find them unless you go online. Our tree is filled with ornaments that bring back memories and can tell a story. Also, handmade ornaments, or ornaments that we've made for our child or with our child. We love frogs and Santa Clauses, and we try to make sure that whenever we go on a trip that we have an ornament to take home with us to remember and also to tell a story. Some of the ornaments on here, like this one, is our home. This was a beautiful gift that we were given a few years back. Someone hand painted our home. This here is a glass ornament that was made by my son. Crayons were melted with a hairdryer. Really great touch. This is one of my favorite ornaments here. It's a plastic ball. You paint your hand white with some art paint and then grab the ball and then you can make some snowmen. Add some markers to make a hat and some bows and a smiling face. Just a great ornament to have. And it just kind of shows, how big was he at that time. This ornament here is a home that I grew up in. It was given as an ornament. Ornaments are a huge part of our Christmas tree because they all tell a story and they all have some significance. We also make sure that every single ornament that we have is on the tree. We don't want any ornaments left up in the attic. I would hate to be that ornament. So as you can see, lots of Santa Clauses. Disney, we love going to Disney World. That's a big part of some of our trips. Just love the tree. The tree is a huge part and a huge focal point of our living room. And a beautiful star up top the tree, representing the star that was followed on that special night. Over here on the left is our son's snow globe collection. He loves snow globes and we're collecting them every single year. We're up to 4. We do have a 5th one, however it's in his bedroom. And of course, what's a holiday without a candy dish for sweets for your guests? In this corner of the room we do have our creche, Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus, 3 wise men and some animals underneath their manger scene. Always like to have it kind of just as it is, with candles lighting, silver tree, and some greenery in the background. Above it is a piece of artwork done by our son. We like to have this as a living exhibit, and so for the holidays he created a Christmas scene including the stars at the top, and we change this as the season goes on. And here's our living room again, just a different vantage point. Over here on this side table we have our Advent house. Picked this up a number of years ago and asked my mother to paint it and add some color so that it became more of a heirloom piece that we could carry on for generations. My son loves finding candy in there each morning up until the 25th of Christmas. And as part of a bookend, we do have some of our favorite holiday stories, including The Night Before Christmas, The Elf on the Shelf, and of course the Polar Express. Here we have our fireplace. We have our stockings hanging by the chimney with care. Beautiful garland on top of the mantle. The stocking holders spell out N-O-E-L for Noel. Candles, of course. I love candlelight. We have a nutcracker on the left. And we've also decided this year to hang some of our Christmas cards by some twine as a focal point to the fireplace, just to let us remember the importance of Christmas and the importance of friends and family. Towards the bottom we have some houses I picked up a number of years ago that just work very well right in front of the fireplace. Next we move on to the dining room. I like to have a very simple top to the dining room table, with candles, of course, some fresh flowers and greens, and some sparkle in our Christmas ball Christmas tree. Hanging from the chandelier, I always like to have some ornaments, and this year we have Santa Claus, some sterling silver reindeer, and some red snowflakes. Out of the room we do have our piano with some poinsettias, a vase with some Christmas lights, 2 Christmas trees on each end, as well as a mosaic nativity scene. These are meant to be ornaments, but I really like having them here on the piano. Just adds a nice touch. One of the dining room is Santa's space. We have a beautiful old Santa that I got a number of years ago from my mother. Our Iceman, it's kind of like our North Pole scene. Beautiful illuminated Christmas tree, almost reminds me of the Christmas tree from the Polar Express. And then the night before Christmas, this was a copy of mine, given to me by my mother many, many, many years ago. Opened up to one of my favorite pages. Just a nice addition to the Santa corner. Over here is a new addition this year, Santa in his sleigh, beautifully done. It's one of my new favorite pieces. Santa has his list, he's checking it twice. It has a lantern in the front, and it's just done really, really nicely. Beautiful addition to our decorations this year. Gingerbread house decorated by my son and a friend. This one is from Trader Joe's. It's the one that you need to make the icing yourself, but you know what, it sticks the best. So it's one of the nicest ones, and I like to have that every year. And of course, a beautiful candle to finish off the look. Okay, here we have the kitchen. We don't do too much decorating in here, just simply because it is a very active kitchen. But we try to bring some of the holiday into the kitchen with another silver tree. I love those trees. Some decorations up top. Santa's hat, of course. Some cookie tins, some poinsettias, even a wrapped present up top. And below, we have a lit tree. Got that a few years ago. One of my favorite, having it in our guest room as well, just to give them some holiday cheer as well. And here we have some hot cocoa mugs. Who doesn't love hot cocoa, drinking out of these especially? That's pretty much the kitchen. And that's our tour of our home, Holiday 2014. Thank you for watching.